Before we start, I would like to say that if you are liking the content of this video, please like, share, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification icon. Along with that, you will find the link to our free Discord server and our Facebook page in the description below. You are very welcome to join there. You will also find the links to my multi-time frame charts in the description below. Hello traders, let us take a look at the expectations for tomorrow, what we are expecting. We started a new month today. This is the July candle. We have the high here. We have marked all the major lines, the highs, lows and the midpoints of the last 3 months. We can even come down to this trend line area. If we come down to this trend line area, if we break down this trend line, we keep coming down and we break down the low of July, then there is a high possibility we can come down to the 5404 area. This 5419 to the 5404 area may act as a very good support on the monthly chart. If that breaks down, then on the monthly chart the next level of support will be at 5368, and below 5368 we should be able to reach somewhere in between these areas, between 5333 and 5314, and then after that the next level can be, and if we still keep on coming down, the next level can be in the 5299 to the 96 area, and then subsequently we can come down again to the 5247 area. So these are the different supports that we have on the monthly chart. I'm expecting these will be major supports, and as these supports gets broken down, we can see how the market is moving, whether we are able to get to the next target or any of these supports will hold and the market will stall. It will get above a previous support level and then keep moving up again. At this point of time, this is the ninth bar in the whole move that has happened up here in this whole leg. This is the ninth bar, and if the ninth bar, it is still running, right? Today is the first day for this bar, so we will have to see how this bar closes. If it is strongly bearish, these are the different levels that we can target on the monthly chart. For now, I will put all these as buy zones. There is no point in keeping them marked as blue. So that is all we have on the monthly chart for now. Let us now move over to the weekly chart. Looking at the weekly chart, these are the different levels that we have. We have marked the high of the week, the high of last week middle of the week, middle of the current week, the open of the week. All these levels have been marked, so we will have to see what is breaking down. We still have not been able to close as a body in the middle of the week also below this 5438 area. We did come to the double bottom area with the low of last week, but today we could not come down till there, and we bounced back from here itself. We came down from the weekly trend line at 5460 and immediately went back up, and that was a very good long opportunity that was presented here, and we closed somewhere close to 5480 after that. So again, just like the monthly chart, we will have to keep an eye on all these levels on the weekly chart and then see if we are breaking down any of these major levels and then continuing towards the downside. So we still do not know how this week is going to close. We have to keep an eye on these different lines, and based on that we will be deciding on our support and resistance levels. As for now, this 5460, this 5459 to 60 area, that will act as a very good support and resistance. If we break that down and come back up, we will still be going up. This is very important because at this point of time, this is common between the weekly and the monthly chart, thus creating a point of confluence here. Along with that, we will also keep this line here, which is the other weekly trend line. And this trend line lies at the 5540 area. So if we keep on going above the 5540 area, maybe we will get to the 556465, and then we will see if we can continue towards the top. Now looking at the daily chart, this is the gap which is still remaining, the body gap. We have wicked down into that area multiple times, but we have failed to break it down, this body gap, completely. If we break down this double bottom at the 33.5 or the 32 area, we can come down to the 28 to the 26 zone, failing which again the support and resistance on the daily chart remains the same. We can come down to the 5409 to the 11 area, and then to the 5408 to the 5405 area, and then finally from the 99 to the 94 area, somewhere there. And if we break that down, we can come down to 5385, 5364, all these different areas, right? Now we have different trading ranges created. We will look at that when we go to the RTA chart, but as of now the daily chart has to break down this 33.5 line in order to show us that the bears are really strong at this point and they want to go down further. However, if this 5532 line breaks down, goes around 5 to 10 points, comes back up and closes above the 55 540 area or the 44 area, that I will consider as a failed breakdown, and that may actually push the market back up again. So at this point of time, the market is moving sideways. This is an engulfing bearish bar that we had today, but we have a very long wick again, so which is suggesting that this may still be in the trading range. We will look at the trading range as we go farther down. We will have this 5504 line also as an area of resistance, and if we break out of that, we can again go to the 18 to 20 area and to the 33 area. But before that, there will be other resistances that will be available on the chart, so we will take a look at that when we go to the lower time frames. Also, along with these levels, I will keep an eye on these different channel lines and the channel midpoints and see how they are behaving at the spillover areas. For example, we came to the spillover area, we went below that and immediately came back up. We went above 60 and went up another 20 points. So these are the different levels that we will be keeping an eye on as we get into tomorrow. Let us now get down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, we had a big drop on this candle. We know that when we are in a trading range, the big candles are normally reversed. So we will have to see what happens in the morning. Where do we go and stand? However, if we break down this bottom at the 553332 area, then we can come down to the 5528 to the 25 area. Then the next support will be at 5415, followed by 5406 to the 5399 area, and then the 9394 area, followed by 8485, and then finally to the 71 to 73 area down here. Now we have hit this bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and we have been unsuccessful in breaking this down. So we will have to wait and see if we can break this down. That can happen overnight, or that can happen tomorrow morning if we start to base here. But if we start to base here at this point, there may also be a possibility that we go above this 80, come up to this 5504 line. Above this 5504 line, we will have the 09 to 11 level, which we will look at the lower time frame. Apart from that, above that, we will have the 5524 to the 33 area, finally to the 5559 area. So these are the different support and resistances that we have on the 4-hour chart. This still looks like a trading range. We tried to break out of the trading range on the top and we failed, and now we will have to see if we break down this trading range. If we break down this trading range and hold it, I'm expecting that there will be another 40 to 50 points dump on the bearish side, and I'll expect price to come somewhere in this area between 5406 to 5399. However, if this bottom does not break and we bounce from here again, we will look at the different TRs that we have on the RTA chart, and then we will take it from there. Let us now get down into the hourly time frame. Looking at the hourly time frame, we broke out of this channel. We went to the midpoint of this channel but could not hold it, and then as we came below this channel, we had the dump here. Now at this point of time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there is a 5-bar micro channel, and if we do a 1:1 of this 5-bar micro channel, even without considering the wicks, we can say that we can come to the 5308, 5307 area. However, if you're considering just this pullback, then we can at least come down to the 5409, 5407 area. The other target that we were seeing is another 100 points down from here. I'm not saying that's not possible. The way markets have been moving, we are having 100, 125 points move every day. So if we want to come down, it is very possible that we will come down to the 5307 to the 5308 level tomorrow. Now tomorrow being a Friday, we may have a short squeeze as well, and we may get up to the 5500 levels also once again. The supports on the hourly chart does not change. We have the support at the 3332 level, we all know that, and then the next level is between 24 and 16. Below that, we may come to this measured move target at 5405 to 5408 area, and then we can break down to the 5393 to the 5385 area, and then to the 5375 area as well. So these are the different levels that we will be looking at the downside. Along with that, we will keep an eye on the different channels as we always do, along with the midpoints of those channels. If we are moving above, I would like to see this 5485 double top to be taken out, and there is a high possibility that we come to this double top and then get immediately rejected. If we get above from this double top on the hourly chart, we can actually try to get to this 5515 line and after this 5515 line, this 5528 to 5525 area will be the major resistance. Above that, we can again come back to the top of this channel at 5533, and breaking of which we can again start going back up. On the upside, again, this will be a very strong area right below these two candles. between 5461 and 5559. I will mark this as a sell zone as well. So these are the different possibilities that we have on the hourly chart. We will have to see first that this level is breaking down. When this level breaks down, we will see if we can go down. However, if the bounce from this level can very much bring it up to the 5585 to the double top area, and then we will see how the market moves from there. Looking at the RTA chart, if we start from the top, we will have this 5601 to 5591 as the first area of resistance on the top, followed by the 5475 to the 72 area. And then this, I will fix this a little bit more. I would say this 5549 to 5540 will be the next area of support. Now, if you remember, these are confluence areas with our higher time frames as well. So these will be very strong. And then after that, we have this large bull flag from 5515 to around 5496. So if once we get above into this bar, we will keep an eye on where the 1 hour EMA is, and then we have a micro gap also present here. And then finally we will see if we can get above this double top area from this 80 to the 87 zone, and then if we can start going up and try to hit the 5500 and then keep going up higher in this box, overcome it, come back to the 200 EMA. That will be another important line. Also, if you see this 40 EMA on the daily broke down, which is telling us that it was a false breakout on the upside, and now if we break down to the downside, I am expecting that we will have some more drop on the downside here. However, again, as we have seen on the multiple other charts, this 5433 has to be broken down. If we are looking at the RTH 5-minute chart, we have 1, 2, 3 times that we have tried to break. Actually 4 and 5 will also be considered, but if we are actually breaking down this area, we'll come to this 26.5, followed by the 16 to this 15 area, and then to the 10 area, and then finally 5399. This is one of the targets that I have. If we break this down, we can come down farther. Now, if we want to look at the TRs, I'm creating another new ESTR template here. And if we are trying to find out the TRs, in my calculation, the first TR is from 5433 to maybe the 5482 area. I'll keep this 85 area, and then you can actually multiply this to the top. This will be the second TR that you will have. It will not go up that much. I would say that this is up to here. However, this will act as a very strong line once we come up again, which is the 5528 line, and above that, let me mark this in a different color, and then above that we will have the final TR to the top side that we tried to break out today and failed. To the bottom side, I would replicate this again, and if we break it down, we can come down to this 5381 to do a 1:1 of the breakdown or to the downside. I will attach the link of this chart also in the description so that you can have access to it. That is all I have for now. We will be meeting again in the morning at 8:45 a.m. EST for the pre-market plan. If you want to join that, you will find the link to that in the description below. I will end this video here, and I will see you guys again tomorrow morning. Have a great night, everyone. Bye.